Okay, on to the fun part, addressing the climate and soil quality of you. You as the founder, you planted the first acorn seed that grows into the full forest. So the energy you carry in yourself with your body, your mindset, your energetic practices you do, they can supercharge. This is the fertile soil that you plant in and the regenerative fertilizer you can add in when you want or need it. If you're here, you could be a self-development junkie and your growth is really in setting up your business ecosystem from the last videos. Or you could be the opposite, or somewhere in the middle, where you're obsessed with the new strategies and taking all the actions and you've been avoiding the you part of your business. Either way, stay with me today as we address a few layers and assess if there is something in your being that could shift. We're about to go pretty wide here because although my trade is business and marketing, I have been fucking obsessed with this type of stuff for the last 14 years, and it is actually insanely practical and efficient to work on the energetic side of things so that your physical actions can run smoother and happen faster. So let's go. Well, first, let's just do a quick check on the last few videos. In order for you to have a business that thrives long term, definitely base it around your true nature. Don't base it around what you think is easiest or on trend or what your mentor is doing or what's quote unquote right. Do it based on your creative spark. For example, I'm a manifestor in human design. I also have ADHD. These are my energetic blueprint explanations for my deep fulfillment through what I call creative portals. I'm happiest when I am a few hours deep into a creative project and no one is around to pull me out of it. It means that I can get an insane amount of work done, but only on my time schedule. It means I do my best work when I don't have to email people or go to meetings. I love teaching, but don't want to teach the same thing twice. I'm also an extremely sensitive person, so on a monthly or even weekly basis, I don't know how I'm going to feel. So I ride my creative wave when I have them, going fully obsessively into them, and then have the systems and people in place in my business so that when I'm low, it doesn't matter. That is the opposite of other people. Some people's dream job is working in person with people and traveling and being on calls with people. Some people love regularity and consistency. Some people just want a business that makes them a good income so they have plenty of time to play with their kids. Really, really, really giving voice to what you really want is important work. And honestly, business takes work, at least in the beginning or when you're pivoting. So you might as well be honest with yourself now as to exactly what you want so that the work you put in is leading you to the business you genuinely want. So go back to your decisions from the last few videos, your quiz, your food forest type, your food forest layers, and do an honesty check. Okay, now let's go. There are 3 layers I want to look at today when it comes to your soil quality and increasing your soil fertility. First, let me explain the metaphor. When you have super fertile soil, you can grow just about anything easily. It takes less work. What grows is healthier. So with you being the soil that your business grows out of, you want to address your subconscious mind, your mindset, and magic. Obviously, an insane number of books and full-on mystery schools are built on these, each little element within these. So this is one delicious morsel in the larger scheme of things. So first, your subconscious mind. How you know your subconscious mind is blocking your business success is if you have body reactions to certain things, like you go into a freeze response if you think about posting about your business on your personal Facebook account, or if you keep seeing the same patterns happen, quote unquote happen, in your life over and over. Think your income has plateaued, or you keep firing virtual assistants for the same reason. On the mental side of the subconscious, what we can do with this, my favorite way to shift is through Carolyn Elliott's Existential Kink process. It's like shadow work on steroids. You can read or listen to her book, which is fantastic, or you can go do this. And yes, this is below in the transcript. First, identify the don't like situation you're in. For example, your income has plateaued for months and months. Second, identify the energy below that. Maybe it's a sense of there's not enough, aka scarcity. Or if I make more money, the IRS will come after me, aka fear of being seen. Third is to spend 15 minutes connecting with the part of you that fucking loves that energy and finds genuine pleasure in that energy. So with scarcity, see if you can connect with the part of you that likes that not enoughness or constriction. Our fourth one is continue daily for 2 weeks. If you're unfamiliar with shadow work, then you probably are so offended right now. But the psychological part underneath this is that a part of you genuinely wants the situation you're in, and it's going to keep recreating it until you acknowledge it, celebrate it, find pleasure in it. That untethers you from it. On the somatic side of the subconscious, try emotional freedom technique, also known as tapping and/or hypnosis. Some common areas for people that are great to look at here is visibility, being afraid to be seen or being seen by a certain person or entity, rejection, what will people think of me if I'm not too much, I am too much, I'm not enough, whatever. And then the third one is capacity. Especially if you have a history of depression or if you're currently burnt out, how could you possibly make more money if you're already so exhausted at this lower income? Explore that. I also have to mention a less elegant solution here, and that's some good old exposure therapy. Afraid of being seen? Commit to doing an Instagram live every day for a week. Afraid of rejection? Go cold call a dream client. Or a fun one is going somewhere and asking for something for free. Like go walk into a gas station and ask the clerk if they'll give you a lighter for free. It is shockingly hard, but can completely reorient your relationship with rejection and even societal norms around money. 9 times out of 10, the rejection you face isn't that big of a deal. Like your aunt telling you to put more clothes on or that she thinks your pricing is absurd. But do you even really like your aunt anyways? She's definitely not the person you're intending to attract as a client. If you want some structure with this, check out Simone Soul's Garbage Post Challenge, where you post on social media 100 times in 30 days. She has a full podcast episode with rules and nuances and FAQs. Definitely check that out if you want to go the exposure route. Our next layer after subconscious is to look at mindset. I like to think of subconscious work like shadow work as composting rotten material to make fertile new soil, and mindset work as planting the seed in your fertile soil. I spent years doing shadow work because I thought shadow work was cooler and more intelligent than mindset work. I'm not kidding, I really thought this at one point. But it wasn't until I circled back to mindset work that massive shift started happening in my business, because both are needed, creating that fertile soil and planting the seed. So ask yourself, have I already done a ton of excavating work and I am now ripe to plant seeds? Mindset work is with your conscious mind and works on changing your beliefs. I'm putting some beliefs in the workbook for you to explore. If any of those beliefs feel ridiculous or far-fetched, I invite you to play with them, warm up to them, find proof of them. For example, people love to pay me. Self-care is a profit-generating activity. The more fun I have, the more money I make. I'm a go-to expert in my field. You can also warm up and start feeling comfortable with things you want, but don't have yet, whether that's an income level you want or a level of visibility or travel or spaciousness. Bring to mind the moment of actually getting that thing. Maybe it's a specific monthly income goal. Then lean into what makes you feel most in your body, whether that's speaking, writing, or visualizing. So that could be speaking your gratitude of having the thing, writing out what you want as if it's done, seeing yourself in that moment and feel the feelings, and repeat. With the conscious mind, repetition is key. So develop a daily practice of this, even if it's 2 minutes a day. And you can passively install it into your life by writing the thing on a Post-it note on your desk or changing your computer background or some other thing that is in the background of your life that requires you no energy. Our third soil fertility area is magic. What I mean by that is that we aren't just closed off beings floating in space. We are in collaboration with so many unseen forces. I know, I'm so woo. But if you're into witchy shit and rituals, that's what you're doing. You're speaking with the dream we're all dreaming through archetypes and metaphor. So ask yourself, have I been super focused on me? Is it time for me to utilize the much bigger and more powerful magical beyond that I have instant access to? Ritual magic, where you're lighting specific colored candles with the moon or working with planetary deities, is so fun. Jump into that weird rabbit hole on the internet. We have a full planetary deity blog series on our website that I'll link to below of how to work with planetary deities and all the colors and rituals and stuff. A more non-witch friendly magical practice is Feng Shui, which is arranging your home in relation to the flow of energy. Just like other occult rituals, you'll notice different elements and colors used in specific ways, like adding purple to the left back corner of your home to increase your wealth. but for some reason, Feng Shui is more palatable for people. So here we are. The simplest and most foundational Feng Shui practices, keeping your home clean and uncluttered, and keeping things in your home that you love, right? And my favorite Feng Shui hack is keeping fresh flowers in your home. Talk about luxury. And circling back, start to think about how you are blocking your business's success and work on these 3 levels to expand: subconscious, mindset, magic. So go ahead and download the workbook to dig into that. And of course, if you want the exact practices and resources I use for this regenerative alchemy, come join me in Regenerative Business. You can jump to the next video for all the details there. And it's not just about magic. It's not just mindset. It's not just about this energetic side of things. It also includes all of the resources, templates, funnels, branding, everything. All of these elements of a regenerative business system is in there. So head on over to the next video to explore.